What's up, guys? Welcome to Zpix. I'm DJ Chili Beans, along with my boy Z Shit. We are two drunk guys who talk about whatever the fuck we want, whenever the fuck we want. And yes, we do drink on this show.
Alright, kicking off, DJ Chili Beans, you actually had a question of the day, I believe. Go ahead, what was the question?
Alright, what's your favorite sexual move?
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. My favorite sexual move is called the Houdini, right? So you're behind a girl, you're hitting it from the back. You're like, oh God, it feels so good, I'm about to nut, oh. And then you go ahead and you spit on her back or the back of her head, whatever, you spit on her. And then she turns around and she's like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh, and then you nut in her face. It's called the Houdini. Surprise! So, that's my favorite sexual move.
Oh my God.
So you go ahead. What's your favorite sexual move?
Alright, mine is brought up to me by a good friend of ours, Shady Brady. If he ever watches this video, this is for you. It's called an Angry Pirate. Alright, you're finishing up, you nut in her eye. So she gets up to go wash her eye out and she's covering her eye like this, right?
Okay.
As soon as she steps down on the floor, you stomp on her foot. So that way she's hopping around on one leg, covering one eye, and she's angry. Because you nutted her eye and then you stomped her on the foot. Like, I mean, it fixed the profile so much.
Yes. So, go ahead, leave us a comment in the column down below and tell us what your favorite sexual move is. So,
And remember, drink some beer.
Drink some beer, liquor, whatever you prefer. We're not judging. Smoke some weed, whatever.
Yeah, drink.
So,
drink or get fucked up.
Moving on to the topic of the day, The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead season finale, to be specific. I fucking love it. First off, we have Rick Grimes. He bites somebody's throats out. And you're like, oh my God, what? Is he like half zombie? What the fuck's going on? But then you realize, no. This is a man just doing whatever it takes to protect his fucking family. And that's what any of us would do. We would do whatever it takes to protect our family. I mean, how did you feel about it?
I felt the same way. I mean, he was just protecting his family, which by family we mean group. Like, this is a group he grew up in the jail, you know.
Yes.
This is his fucking group.
Yes.
Daryl is my favorite character of the show. You know, we got Rick.
Yes.
You know, who's a fucking...
Michonne and then his son, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they just fucking kick ass.
Yeah. But I love it. Well, first off, you see, you know, they get attacked and he's like, you made a big mistake, whatever. And then, well, spoiler alert, by the way. Spoiler? Is it too late to say spoiler? But
I believe so, because if you guys haven't watched it, it's on Xbox 360 to buy and download.
Xbox One, whatever.
Well, yeah, it's on Xbox.
If you missed
Live.
it, you fucked up. So
Yeah,
not
exactly.
my fault. But anyway,
You shouldn't be watching this video.
Spoiler alert, I'll put that in the comments. But you see this big fat creepy guy who's like on top of his son and is like about to rape him or some shit, I don't know. And he gets it the worst. He's like, yeah, you fucking deserved it.
Yeah,
Which, he did. He was like a fucking creeper, you know? He's like, yeah, fuck you, you know? And yeah, they all were a bunch of fucking assholes because even after Daryl comes out and he's like, you know, this is my boy, take my life instead. They're still like, no, we're going to kill you all now. Yeah, fuck them assholes. Don't feel any sympathy for them.
Exactly.
That's,
you know,
totally uncalled for. No humane person would ever do that. They would be like, holy shit, like, these people mean a lot to you. You know?
Yeah. But, like, you got to remember, Rick did choke out one of his group members.
Yeah.
And killed him. Like, you know, you could... I understand the point of view the other guy's coming from.
Exactly. But it's like...
You know, you gotta understand, Rick was under so much pressure. There was so many armed men. If they would have found him, they might have killed him right then and there.
Yeah, and it's like, Daryl was like, dude, these are good people. And they still kept going. So at that point, I was like, yeah, fuck them.
Well, no, they start fucking beating Daryl because he lied.
Because he lied. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so, that was
Daryl didn't lie. Like,
totally
Rick was doing what anybody would normally do in that situation.
And I love it. I love it when Rick is sitting against the SUV and he looks at Daryl and he's like, I just want you to know you're my brother.
Yes.
That is like ultimate bro code. That's like That's like the way bros say I love you without being gay. I love you, dog.
we always said, you know, like we're like brothers, or
we're like brothers. I love you.
You know,
I love.
That's our code of saying
I love you. Yeah.
I love you. You know, I'll do anything for you.
Exactly. Yes. Like that's the bro code. I love you. Once that's said, it's bound in blood. Fucking, there's no going back. I loved it. Yeah. Now, skipping on ahead, all the Terminus shit. If you guys haven't seen the episode, don't watch it. Don't watch this.
Yes. But don't watch this.
After all the Terminus shit, Rick comes back at the end, and
well, let's talk about Terminus. All right. Well, we got to see it at the end of the last episode.
But you knew something was off. You were like, okay, this is...
Yeah, and then we see Rick and Daryl and Michonne and Carl reach Terminus.
No. At the end of the last episode,
you saw Glenn, Maggie, and all that.
Maggie. Yeah, they reached Terminus.
But the final episode, you finally see Rick.
Yeah, Rick reaches it, and they sneak over the fence and all that.
But what do you think about that stuff he packed outside of the fence?
Oh yeah, they did. They packed guns outside. And that's where it comes from. Rick basically, he looks at his group, his whole new group, even the new people, his old people, everybody inside the train cart, and he says, they're going to feel pretty stupid when they realize. And what does she say?
I forget.
When they realize what?
Yeah.
When they realize they fucked with the wrong people. Yeah. Now, the edited version was when they realized they messed with the wrong people. But the original version was when they realized they fucked with the wrong people.
Yes.
And that to me was like, holy shit, Rick is back.
Yes.
Rick is back. He is now the badass that he once was.
Well, I mean, everybody remembers when he was in jail. Herschel told him, you don't have to be the badass anymore.
Yeah.
Farm. Be the provider for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
Contribute your part, but provide food for everybody. Don't be a killer. You know, don't try to protect the group. We got other people to do that now.
And he wanted to steer his son away from that. He didn't want his son to be so cold-hearted. But at the end of this season, it's like, alright, all bets are off.
Alright.
Fuck you guys.
Carl, this is killing people.
Yes. Cheers, Carl. You done fucked with the wrong group.
Exactly.
I love it. I cannot wait to see what Rick
Season
does.
5 of Walking Dead.
Rick's a badass again. Thank God. After a season and a half of just being shut out and just kind of being a pussy, really. Sorry to say it, but Rick's kind of been a pussy.
Yes, he really has.
He's come back.
He has.
He's here.
He has.
And he's going to be that badass fucking leader that the group came to love.
And I'm going to get excited again because Rick's going to be there. Like, yeah, I'm here. We're going to fuck some shit up.
Exactly. Now, me and DJ Chili Beans kind of had a very interesting theory about maybe not season 5, season 6, season 10. Maybe none of them. But the overall kind of theory, well, you know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
The overall kind of theory is that pretty much they're going to go to war with these people.
Well, not these people, but you know.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm talking about with Judith.
Oh,
the overall theory we had.
Okay. I thought you was talking about the war stuff we was talking about.
Well, obviously they're going to go to war with them people. But with Judith, what's the theory we had?
Judith is pretty much the overall cure for the zombie disease, the Walker disease, like, because she was made and born in the apocalypse. And everybody knows that when you have a baby, the baby acquires immunity system.
Yes.
I'm a little drunk. There's a second episode we taped tonight.
So, but anyway, I want to go back. I'm going to talk a little off topic. Movie Will Smith starred in. It was I Am Legend. Now, in I Am Legend, Will Smith used his blood to synthesize a fucking cure to that disease. Okay, so now in The Walking Dead, you have a baby that was born after the apocalypse. She was made after the apocalypse had broken out. As we already know from season 2, the disease is airborne. It's in everybody. The disease is in everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. You have the disease. You carry it.
Yep.
But Little Ass Kicked Her, a.k.a. Judith, she is born perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. So here's our theory. Judith, if you could somehow synthesize her blood,
would be the cure.
She's got the cure. Judith has the cure.
I mean,
to the entire outbreak.
Yep.
I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think of where they're going with this. And we don't know if it's going to be 5 or 10 seasons. Hopefully it's a long ass time. Hopefully she's like a fucking teenager by the time we see this. But Judith is going to be the overall cure to everything. I think. What we came up with.
Yep. Like, I mean, it all makes sense because, you know, when you're born, you have a certain immunity system. There's a certain disease.
Exactly. You kind of evolve to the virus that's already in you, right?
Like the flu virus. It's been around for a while.
For a while, yeah.
Right. I mean, I know there's some people that, you know, still, you know, end their life, or not end their life, but lose their life to the flu virus.
Yeah.
But most of us don't have to go to get a flu vaccine and can still get the flu and make it out.
Yes.
It's our natural body's immunity system to fight that virus.
Yes.
And we acquire that when we're a baby. Okay, she was a baby during the apocalypse. Inside.
When she was made.
Inside of.
Well, not only that, whether she was made by Rick or Shane.
It don't matter.
Whether she was made by either one of them, not only did her mom carry the disease already because it's airborne, but her dad carried the disease already. Either way, both her parents had the disease and she came out perfectly normal. Which means she's not only immune to the disease, but she could possibly carry...
They already said it, Shane's baby, you know.
Oh, did they? I wasn't aware.
Yeah, in like season 1, dog.
No.
Maybe season 2.
No, Rick believes it's his baby.
Yeah, he believes it's his baby, but everybody knows it's Shane's baby.
I didn't know.
Season 2, we watch it. Please.
No.
Please.
No. What, because they have sex? Like, no.
You rush so forward.
No.
Rick was in a coma.
Yeah, but they said... Okay, so now you're contradicting because that's exactly what Rick talks about. He says, yes, you were in a coma, but the timeline could lead to either one of them. And that's why Rick's so attached to them.
No, Judith was born like 12 months after the apocalypse.
No, dude.
Yes.
No. She found out she was pregnant in season 2 is when she's first pregnant. Way after Rick was reintroduced. And that's what Rick talks about. He's like, it could be Shane's baby. And Rick's really cool about it, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
Because Rick's like, it could be Shane's baby, but it could be my baby. And either way, I'm going to love her the same. So you're right. It could be Shane. It might be Shane's baby.
I'm pretty sure it's Shane's baby. Like, that's what the show hints towards.
Maybe.
It's Shane's baby.
It would be really cool.
Everybody would agree with me. It's Shane's baby.
But it's not like set in stone.
Like, I don't think you watched season 2 and fully understood.
I did.
2.
Rick said that. Rick said, this could be Shane's baby. It could be my baby.
He did say it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I mean, I'm in full belief that it could be either one, and that's half the suspense. It could be either or.
But I mean, either way, it was still produced and born and raised
during the apocalypse. Exactly.
In the apocalypse.
Exactly. Which
it's
means
got a natural immunity to
the virus,
and her blood is the cure.
Exactly. That's our theory. You guys might have something totally different.
I really think that scientist, the guy with the mullet, is going to figure that out and figure out she's the cure.
And he could, because he seems like a pretty big nerd. Whether he's a real scientist or not, because I know a lot of viewers are kind of skeptical, like,
yeah,
I don't like this guy, whatever. But either way you look at it, he's a pretty big nerd. And he's probably going to figure that out. I would think so. Or somebody is eventually. And so, yeah, definitely. I mean, either way you look at it, whether it's Rick's baby, whether it's Shane's baby, whether he's a good scientist, whether he's a fake scientist, at some point somebody's going to figure out that Judith has a natural
immunity
antivirus to this fucking virus. Yes.
Exactly. That's what we came up with.
I mean, all points, all crossroads lead to little ass kicker.
Little ass kicker is gonna kick the fucking ass out of the zombie virus.
So
guaranteed.
That's what we think. Again, could be wrong. But if you guys have read the comics, if you guys know the graphic novels, whatever, I know that you've read the comics and the graphic novels. I haven't.
Yes. But I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys.
Please don't. But if you guys have read them, whatever, leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. Again, if you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, please share them. Again, if it's a question, we will extensively research them and come up with the best answer we absolutely can. No matter what, we're going to come with the best answer we can.
And if you guys like the show, there's a little thumb with the
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
But also, if you guys enjoy the show and you want to be a part of it, go ahead and leave us a comment, because we will actually Skype you in on our high def screen. This one is just kind of our background screen. We actually have a high def screen. We'll Skype you in, and you guys can actually join part of the talk.
I know I have a Skype account right now. I know I'm
working on one.
You're working on one.
Kind of figuring out what I should call it.
We will leave it in the comments or the description.
Yes. So go ahead, leave us a comment, let us know if you want to be part of the show. And again, this is Zpix. I'm Z-Shit.
I'm DJ Chili Beans.
Thank you for watching, and we are out.
Peace.
What's up, guys? Z-Shit here. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. What? Want that? That's it. That's all I got. Get the fuck out of here.